Good evening everybody. I hope you're doing well this fine Sunday evening. Let's pop straight into the Samadan scene and guess where I am today? We are in Booty Bay. Let me just stick the audio on and then everything else is sorted. Good evening, Deviated, Azantrox and Andy Magyar and Sportcast. Good evening one and all. I hope you're doing well this fine evening. I hope you had a lovely week of gold making so far. Ready to do tonight we're going to do a little bit of classic. We're going to start with classic because the last 2 weeks I promised I was going to do classic and then I ran out of time. So I thought I'd turn it upside down today and would start with classic and then go straight back into retail once we've gone a little bit further on our leveling journey into classic. So we're going to focus a little bit on professions and a little bit on leveling. I think, where are we at the moment? We'll have a look. Oh wow, Saxon Girl, thank you very much for using your Prime. Very kind of you. Welcome to the Samadan squad. Have a whole load of emotes for you to use as and when you like. Thank you very much indeed. Very kind of you. I'll just move my keyboard down here. We don't have an Oreo with us tonight yet, but we will have soon. Oh, and Sportcast as well. Wow, fantastic. Twitch Prime indeed. Thank you very much for using your Twitch Prime as well. Thank you very much indeed. A load more emotes coming in for you as well. Thank you, Sportcast, for your support. Really is appreciated. Adriana, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a lovely Sunday so far. So what have we got today? Well, we're currently in Classic, so let's go have a look where we're at the moment. Or do I still invite socials to the guilds? Sure. The more, the merrier. Slash in. Oh, it's G invite, isn't it? Slash G invite. And then I can shift click their name, I think. Does that work? There we go. First time catching me live? Oh, well, welcome aboard, Saxon Girl. Good to have you here. Hope you're doing well. Never notice how I stare straight at the keyboard when I'm typing. Yes, I do. I've got this this little portable keyboard, so it's not got like the standard keys. Well, it has got the standard key arrangement, but it's harder to type on this one. It's certainly not to touch type anyway. So yeah, I do look down as I type. Oh wow, and John 9, thank you very much. 9 months streak, thank you very much. Good evening to you too. Thank you ever so much for stopping by. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for your support. Really is appreciated. Let's throw a load of emotes in the chat for you. Thank you very much. And Drizzling Rose, how are you? First time live here as well. Fantastic. Been following me since the summer on YouTube though. Oh well, that's very kind of you. Thank you very much. Whoops, wrong one. I'm typing in the chat here. Let's do it over this one. And just do welcome on board. There we go. Okay, now we've got everything going. So where am I and what am I doing at the moment? Well, I'm currently in Classic. I'm level 34. So it's quite a milestone level coming up in terms of level 35 is going to allow me to maximize my professions. I've got tailoring and enchanting. I've also been working on my fishing and my cooking. So it'd be nice to get all of those to maximum. That would be my next thoughts. Looking at my skills at the moment. Professions wise, cooking and fishing are pretty much capped out at 150 at the moment. I need to go and find someone who can train me up higher. Now I believe, now that I'm in Booty Bay, there's the guy I can speak to for the fishing. Where is he? I think he's over here somewhere. He should be. I should be able to train my fishing here, possibly even my cooking. And then in terms of other professions, we have our enchanting is currently at only 150 out of 225. The main one I want to focus on is tailoring, currently at 189 of 225. It would be nice to get that one up to at least 225 and then on to 300. So that's the kind of like the loose plan, as well as carrying on leveling up, obviously. Eventually we'd like to get to 60. Now, obviously, I'm on a PvE server here, so I'm not too concerned with all the Phase 2 going on shenanigans that's been happening. So I'm not too worried about that one. Planning on checking retail at some point today. I certainly will. I'm going to do a little bit of classic first because I missed it last time, and then I'm going to go on to retail because I've got a lot of things to do. We've got Samadan, who is all ready to do his inscription and jewel crafting. I believe I'm going to get him set up with. We also have Samadan there, who needs to get the last raid done for his Deathwing mount, and I'm also considering doing the raid on all my alts as well. If I can gear them all up to 380, then that'll be a really good chance to gear them up even higher, and then gives me a chance to get some rare loot from doing all the raids. You looted your 2 millionth gold in raw loot and 25 mil total earned on your main. Wow, that's fantastic. Congratulations on that, Dressing Rose. That's a huge amount. Love to see the statistics tab on my main on retail at some point. It's down to the achievement tab. Oh, the one, is that the one that's got like total amount of gold earned, isn't it, or something like that? I'll have a look at that. Remind me when I go over to retail, and we'll have a look at that one certainly. I'll certainly give that one a look. I remember we looked at it once before. Now, is this the fisherman? You're dead at the moment. Well, you look dead. What I'm looking for here is there's a fisherman over here somewhere. Now, someone, hopefully, will be able to... That's the blade trader. I can't remember Classic Booty Bay. Seawolf over there. Because there was the fishing event over here, wasn't there? Deviated, wow, thank you for using... broke your stream, unfortunately. Oh no! But thank you for resubbing for 9 months. Fantastic. Thank you very much for your support. That's really appreciated. Thank you very much indeed. Really appreciate that. I have a whole load of emotes as well. Have I got any alts between 90 and 120? You just started leveling alts through AV and did 2 characters from 110 to 120 in about 3 hours each. I know, it's so fast, isn't it, Squawkcast? I did that for Samadan. I made a start on El Morte, my Death Knight. I'm going to get him up as well. He's currently level 86, so he should be able to level up quite quickly, eventually, hopefully. So I'm just going to wander around a little bit, see if I can familiarise myself with all the various profession trainers that are here. And this is obviously tailoring. Drizzlick we've got here. We need to actually probably pick up a few quests whilst we're here. There's the tannery, there's the tailor, that's leather working. Now fishing, I would have thought, let's go down the dock somewhere. I imagine you're going to be down here somewhere. Is there someone down here we can talk to about fishing? Old man Hemming, here we go. Can you give me anything for fishing? Okay, expert fishing. This teaches you to be an expert fisherman, allowing a maximum of 225. This is what I was after. So that's 1 gold to buy. I'm going to take that. Pick that one up. How much gold do we have at the moment? 24 gold 96. So not too bad. It has fun stats too, like highest bid place and highest item sold. Okay, we'll have a look at that. We'll go through it all. But we're going to learn our fishing here. Now I'm not sure what I can do cooking wise, where I can train my cooking to get it up to 225. Let me just look on Wowhead. Let's see, WoW, Classic, Cooking. There we are. And what level? Trainers, I guess. Let's have a look. Profession guide and trainers. Let's have a look. I believe it's probably going to be somewhere different. Let's have a look. Cooking trainer locations. Expert in artisan requires special quests and books. Okay. So Alliance cooking trainers. That's just the regular ones. Expert cooking. Okay, right. We need to go to Ashen Vale and do that one. Okay, so that's for another time. We'll come back to that one. When we're over in that area, we'll go over and do that. Capulathor and Gwynthoryn, good evening to you both. Hope you're doing well. And I can't pronounce that name, but UKC, thank you for stopping by. Hope you're doing well. That's a lot of numbers after your name. Hope you don't mind if I call you UKC. Adrenocide, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. We might even have an Oreo coming over. Are you going to come over to us tonight, Oreo? He's just grooming himself for the moment. Okay, so we're done with that. Here he comes. Let's pop his camera on. Oreo's come to see us tonight. There we go. Right. Whilst he's settling down, we've done the flight path. I remember doing this already. So I'm just going on the Zygle guide here and just gonna mark these as complete. I could probably put this over this side just to show me what I'm doing at the moment. So we need to go talk to... Ride the boat to Ratchet is the next thing. So we're not actually doing any quests here. So we're going to go over this way. We did a little bit of questing up in Stranglethorn Vale, doing a few tigers and things like that, but we're actually over to our next area, which we're going to load up there. It's fine. Okay, no worries. Mozeltov, how are you? How have you been? Thanks for stopping by. I hope your Sunday's going okay so far. Hope you and your family are okay. Cycle Guide bug for me as well. Every time you log out, it resets and doesn't know which quest you already did. Oh, it seems okay at the moment for me. This is mainly because I swap between computers quite often, so that's usually an issue for me. But whilst we're here, let's just quickly get our fishing pole, as we trained our fishing. Let's start a little bit of fishing here, where we are. Never can catch me due to the time difference, no worries. Found out where you're spending the next several hours. Oh, well, good to have you here, Mazeltov. I want to delete all the sales, expenses, profits, player gold dashboard, accounts and everything and start over. How can you do that? Talking about TSM. What you can do is go into your TSM and in your settings and under your accounting here you can clear old data if that's what you want. You can choose between like 30, 45, 60, 75, 90, 180 and 360 days. That will help you with old accounting data. And if you want to sort of like start a fresh group and things like that, you can always make a new profile. So if you go into your, I think it's accounting, where is it? General settings, profiles under here, you can make a extra profile, a new one, and you can just, that will start you from fresh as well. So you don't have to get rid of your old profile if you're looking to start from scratch. Those are the options there, at least. It looks like Oreo's disappeared again. I think he's actually gone on the sofa behind me, so let's pop his camera off. Then I can move the guide back over this side, where I prefer to have it. There we are. Waiting for the boat, so let's carry on fishing. Didn't actually catch anything that last time. We'll have a look here. Nice bit of peaceful fishing in Booty Bay. And what was that? Raw rock scale cod. That's interesting. Don't think I remember seeing any of that before. So I'll set myself a time limit on this of an hour maximum in Classic, because there's loads and loads of stuff I want to do in retail as well. Any guild officers who can give you an invite? Certainly. If you just give me a whisper in-game, I can ping you a quick invite. Oh, your fish got away on that one. I'm not sure there is any actual officers online, but I'm happy to do it myself. More the merrier into the guild. Oh, here comes the boat. Let's see if I can just get this one, last one. Oh, your fish got away, unfortunately. Right, okay. Let's hop on the other side. And then we'll go fishing on this side whilst we're waiting for the boat. There we go. I've been playing a bunch of retail lately. Me too. I've really... oh, raw spotted yellowtail. Oops, wrong button. I've really been enjoying retail at the moment. There's so much to do, and with all the anniversary events, everything's just so much faster at the moment. I'm looking at getting all my characters up to at least 380, so I can do the raids. That's been loads of fun. And then I'm really looking forward to getting the... getting all the professions as well. That's my next big target. 4 more Mistweavers to garrison level this week. The XP boost and time walking was amazing. Oh yes, I haven't done the time walking. I haven't tried anything that for leveling. That's supposed to be quite good. Oh, here we go. /G invite. And there we go. Fantastic. There we go. Such you. Welcome. There we are. More the merrier. Lovely to have you all on board. Let's swap over to my staff, because I don't want to go running around attacking things in my fishing rod. That's not going to be working. Right, okay, off we go. Boat to Ratchet, hopefully. It's Wrath of the Lich King time walking at the moment, and they removed the culling of Stratholme, so all the dungeons in the pool is fast to do, if the tank doesn't overpull, that is. Okay, that should be fun to do, definitely. We did do one of the Wrath of the Lich King time walkings last time, didn't we? And I managed to get the Battered Hilt, which I didn't sell for a very high amount. I sold it for 19,000, but still, that was a nice sale. Right, never been over here for a long time actually, so this is going to be interesting. Where are we at the moment? So we're into Ratchet. We'll have a look and see what's next in the adventures of Samadan the Classic Priest. At level 34, I can't remember what we do need to do here. It's a fair old track, it would seem. Where are we at? Coming in now to Ratchet. Got lots of people waiting to go to Booty Bay. Look at that. Absolutely loads of people. That's cool. Just dinged your Pally tank to 120 via AV. Excellent. Congratulations. And geared up to 385 Benthic and AV all vendor gear. +2 inscription trinkets. That's pretty cool. It is really quick now, isn't it, to gear up to at least a 380. Certainly, I found that on Samadan. That was really easy. Right, so let's go over here. Let's start with the flight path. Okay, so 1,000 needles. We're going to accept this one. Okay, so follow the path, follow the road. Oh, wow. Okay, we're going to have to go a long way here. Okay, I hope you've all got your walking boots on, because we're going to go for a long stroll. This is going to take me a while. I'm curious if I know how many players there is on a high to full server in retail. Your Google searches are all over the place. And there's Daily Crafting Gold Maker with 33 alts. That's a lot of alts. Nice to know. I know there is, what is it, realmpop.com? I don't know how accurate it is, but there is an option there. I can't remember the name of the site exactly. Let me just see if I can find it. Let's go down here. Not that window. Not that window. There we go. That one. This one. This is obviously going to the. This is going to the. So realmpop.com. So this is like for the EU ones. This is all the different EU realms. And if we look on for Shadow Song, where I am, somewhere here. There we go. So it's saying we have a population here because we're connected with Azuna, and we are apparently 177,000 according to that. So that's kind of like a rough indication. I don't know how accurate it is though, in terms of looking at sites, but that's the one I at least get a gauge on it anyway. Kenny, good afternoon, good evening to you, sorry. How do I find the cycle guide? I'm inclined to get it, but currently on the fence. Will have my thoughts. I tried it, I wasn't sure myself as well. For Classic, for me, it has been absolutely really useful because it's just given me those nudges and, excuse me, where to go and what to do. And even though you don't have to exactly follow it, it's been very nice to give me a guide, and I've really enjoyed it so far. And then I've even used it a little bit in retail as well. I wouldn't trust the gold making side of it because I think that's less developed. Okay, I'm going to cut across country here. I don't know how dangerous this zone is. The barons shouldn't be too bad, I don't think. But yeah, I definitely think it's. I mean, it's quite pricey. It's like $9.99 a month. So it's like almost it's the price of a WoW subscription once you take tax into account. So it's not cheap. I probably won't keep it for all the time. I'm just keeping it at the moment whilst I'm leveling through Classic. And then I imagine I'll unsubscribe for a while whilst I finish off with everything 8.3, etc. What if you stray from the guide for a bit? Will it be able to pick up midway in a zone, for instance, without having to start all over? I think it's been quite good at picking things up. I've not tried it with a character that has already done a lot of quests, but all the different things are split into small chunks anyway. So you've got the guide menu here, and then I'm currently on, where am I, down here, 1,000 Needles, and so each of the leveling guides are split into lots of different mini guides. So I imagine it'll probably just you'll be able to load up one for your level range and get started with that, and you can just tell it to skip or that you've completed certain things, and it should run through it quite quickly. It says 399,000 characters on Taran Mill. Okay, that sounds quite a lot compared to Shattersong, certainly. Am I in a dangerous area? No, I'm okay so far. Free alternative is WoW Pro Guides add-on, which is amazing. Okay, thank you, Radiorama. That's it's always good to know a free alternatives, because not everyone wants to spend extra real cash on add-ons. Certainly, I would rather things were free, and then you can offer a donation and stuff if you find it useful, because not everyone can afford certain amounts. But I can understand why certain people will, or certain companies would go the paid route. I like the way TSM does it, in that everything's free and widely available, and then if you do want to support the team, you can sort of sign up for the premium version. You knew the quest that had already done when you got it. Yeah, I think it's pretty good at knowing the quests that are actually done. See, I've not got my dotted line here at the moment. That seems to have disappeared. So that's a little bug, that's for sure. 640 on Draenor. Wow, yeah, I have got a character on Draenor actually. I would like to do a little bit of leveling on that one. Oh, it's because the guide's closed, that's why. Let me just turn that up, and then we've got the dots. There we go. Because it thinks it wants me to go off to the right here, but I should be alright at the moment. We'll ignore everything else. Now, is this a dead end? No, it should be alright. We'll carry on this way. Just don't want to aggro anything as I go. Yeah, that's why you gold farm. Might just pick it up. Leveled you first 60 without any help. Sometimes it's nice to level without too much thinking. Yeah, that's kind of how I've like to do it, certainly. We're ignoring the path now at the moment, just going to carry straight in this direction. Good evening, Mushy, how are you? Your dad claimed you had to watch the game. No worries. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a lovely weekend so far. Hope your was it Friday or Saturday went all right? You make 5 to 10 hexagon bags a day, and they sell for 1 to 2k gold and about 1,000 WOD blood cards a day, which you flip yourself. And they make about 5k per day. Okay, I hadn't heard of the blood cards. Plans to have 40 characters rolling in by the new year and 50 slots filled before Shadowlands. Wow, that is huge. That's an amazing amount if you get that. I couldn't manage all of those. I do spend about an hour each day looking each and crafting the 2 daily items. Yeah, that's the main issue, isn't it? Is all the logging in and out takes quite a while. Okay, we're still going for a little while. Carry on here for the moment. Is that Popey or Poppy, Mushy? You got 10 120s and already at your max capacity. Yeah, that is. I can't see myself having many more characters. I'd love to have some more allied races though. So never say never, certainly. Right, mate. I'm heading for a big hill here, but I'm assuming I'm all right carrying on in this direction. Everything's, they're going up a little bit higher in level here, so I have to watch where I stand. Let's just make sure my buffs are applied, so we can get ourselves to the right area. Oh, Popeye and Olive, spinach eating sailor, yes. Popeye, yes. You main the Mistweaver, and they are so fun to level. Just come slowly over time with the ults. Stop leveling when you have the garrison you want to. When you have your garrison you want to say. Yeah, I would like to try a Mistweaver. I'd like to try all the healing classes. I've actually re-spec'd to Holy on Samadan in retail because I'd really like to. I found it when I was doing the anniversary raids. Discipline for group content for me, it doesn't. I can't get as used to it as I prefer naturally to do the Holy method, certainly. Alizara, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. We're having a lot of fun here. We're actually just running on a huge trek through Classic and the Barons at the moment, but we are getting ourselves into position. We're going to do Classic for another half hour, and then we're going to move on over to Retail after that and have a look at our gold. But I wanted to make sure I got this done first because I kept on trying to do it in the previous streams and always ran out of time, so I gave it priority this time tonight. Oh wow, Philathel gifting a sub to Adriana. That's incredibly kind of you. Thank you very much. And Senzo coming in with a raiding with Party of 24. Thank you also very much. Let's see a whole load of emotes in the chat. Thank you very much, Capilethel, for gifting the sub. And good evening, right one too, Rasheen. Rabid Beeve, how are you? Spatey even. Wow, we got a illustrious company tonight. Thank you all. How was your stream, Sensors? Thank you ever so much for the raid. That's incredibly kind of you. We're currently doing a little bit of Classic at the moment. For those that have just joined me, we're having a huge run all the way down the length of the Barrens from Ratchet. I'm going to do a little bit of 1,000 needles leveling for a little bit, and then we'll move over to Retail and we'll do some gold making of some kind over there. But good evening all. I hope you're all having a lovely evening so far, or good afternoon. Johnny Juice and Anthony, thank you also for stopping by. Hope you're doing well. The stream was good, just an extra day today. Did some mount restocking. Oh, fantastic. How's your gold making going? Are you managing to get any good Silas buffs, hopefully? Sorry to say the word that should not be named. Rabbi, I'm doing very well, thank you very much. How about yourself? Good to see you. I said it. I'm sorry. But yes, it's been going very well. I did check on Awakening, my alchemist, and he had some good sales, which we'll check on a bit later. But what I ended up doing is I got the buff, and I managed to do at least a few of my potions, and then I logged off with still about 3 minutes left on the buff. So hopefully, when I log back in, if I need to, I'll be able to make some more potions using what I've got left. Hopefully, gold making of some kind. That means Sama kind. Something like that, yes. Some version of Sama. We may have a look at Samadan and get him started on inscription. I would like to start a shopping list of the things he's going to need for inscription and jewel crafting. So we'll have a look at that, certainly. And maybe explain the Silas thing. We have the trinket recipe. We haven't got around to crafting it and using it yet. Okay, so the Silas, the sphere of transmutation, it's basically you click on it once every hour, and it has a random chance of turning into one of, I think, 4 different items, and only one of them is particularly useful, and that is the potion of prosperity, which gives you a much more increased chance of proccing extra potions when you make any rank 3s. So I think the average is more like 1.7 per craft, so it's much nicer. Oh, there we go. We've got a 28 priest here, out in the middle of nowhere. And so, but the problem is it's a random chance. So getting the buff means you can only really craft effectively when you've got the buff. And if you don't get it in that hour, you've got to wait a whole another hour to get it again. So it is kind of like a big. Am I going the right direction here? This seems like a not a place to be because of all of these guys, but maybe I can avoid them. I'm not sure here. Let's have a read the chat before I go over there. Random is a 0.01 shot of getting the right one. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, BFA Alchemy. Anyone know why so many 120 players are doing Legion Invasion assaults? It's only people unlocking allied races or something you missed. I have no idea, actually. Yeah, profitable with the Silas, definitely. Okay, no worries, right one too. Thanks ever so much for stopping by, nonetheless. Need to go grab some lunch. No worries, Sensors. Thank you ever so much for the raid again. Hope you have a nice lunch. Now, should I just jump down here, or should I really wait for a lift at some point? I could probably run in quite effectively and do this, I think. You can use lift, just bypass the 2 guards. Okay, I'll give this a go. I'll wait for one to appear, and we'll run in. I don't know how quickly we can run, though. So let's just go past here for the moment. The Great Lift. I mean, it's huge, certainly. Oh, it's here already. Fantastic. That was good timing. Lovely scenic route down. And then I guess there's any guards around here? No, we're alright at the moment. I'll just watch out for everyone. So we're headed in. I'm going to click on a journal somewhere here. Follow the road, ride the elevator down, and it looks like a book in a dead dwarf's hand. Right. So it's around here somewhere. There it is. And click on that. The original elevator boss. Yeah, something like that, certainly. Okay, and now we can use the journal and accept the quest. This begins a quest. And then we need to go and follow the path and find ourselves a flight path down here. Okay. So, okay, right. We're down here. Let's just close that down. Okay, so, Shimmering Flats. I remember doing a lot of that. I haven't done this. This is a really long zone. Okay. Let's carry on. We should be alright for the moment. You're doing the Battle of Darkshore with your ults. Oh, interesting. Is that for gear mainly, Mushy, or achievements of some kind? For the 415 item. Ah, okay. Yeah. That sounds like a decent amount of a decent upgrade, certainly. I love the design of this area. So we're going to go around here and up over here, I would guess. The path takes me this way. I'm not going to cut through there. I'm going to go around and follow the main path, just because it's probably dangerous. What level mobs are they here? 27. Okay, that's not too bad. We could level up a little bit. If we do find anything, we can fight along the way. And this has mainly been a classic running stream at the moment, going from one place to another. But hopefully once we're set up, we should be alright. We've got almost a whole experience bar there of rested XP. So we should be in a good position from that perspective. Now we've got an Orc Warlock here. Looking rather lovely. Shame I can't buff you, unfortunately. I would if I could. Classic running stream. Just classic. Yep. Enjoying the scenery. Saying hello to people as we go past. Carrying on the path for the moment. You've been doing the old AV for the new mounts. Yeah, it's good fun. It's good for leveling as well. I managed to get it last week on Samadan, and then I'm doing the same for El Morte to level him up. It's currently level 86, so that's going to be good. There's a couple of things here. A Steel Snap, a level 30 beast. Okay, well, let's try this. Might as well get ourselves a little bit of XP as we go along. I'll wand this one down and I'll jump over to the other one. Should be fine just to finish this one off. And then we'll go over to you. That's dead. That's the next thing we want to do. We've got enough stuff here. We can do that. Dot and then smite should be enough. As this is green anyway, and we'll wand to finish that one as well. There we go. Yep, and there goes someone on a cat past me. Let's get that and that. We're having a bit of anxiety of the levelling squish with Shadowlands will ruin your gold making. If people can get garrison and accompanying professions at level 15, could be outcompeted in no time. Only if people really bother with that kind of... I think the garrisons are going to be probably one of the lesser played of things. In terms of expansions, I can imagine people spending more time in things like Wrath of the Lich King or Pandaria. Much more fun in those ones. So I wouldn't worry too much, because it still requires a fair amount of effort to get your garrison all set up and everything. So, and you sound like you're already quite well ahead on that front as well, in terms of preparation. So I wouldn't worry too much. Get the Disney Plus for Darkwing Duck. Saw it on the list and thought of you. Yeah, everyone's talking about Disney Plus at the moment. I'm not sure I'll be getting it myself anytime soon. Well, it's not coming out in this country for not till next year anyway. But it would be interesting. Level question mark undead mage. Bet they're level 60. There goes another one. Tauren druid. And then an undead priest. It's always nice to see other people flying past. Right, here we go. Okay, we've got a few things here. Thundering Balderkin. I bet there's probably a quest here to deal with these, but let's see how they are in terms of mobs and killing. It's pretty reasonable in terms of damage. Oh, you're immune to my nature damage on my wand. Okay, that's going to be interesting. I don't have another wand, which is going to be quite tricky, but I'll just smite you down instead. And then Elemental Earth. Now that is worth 58 silver on my server. That's not too bad. Quite reasonable. Batuzak, thank you very much for the follow. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for stopping by. We are currently in Thousand Needles, discovering flight paths, following the guide, and we're doing a few bits and pieces. Here we go. And we'll take that one. So in terms of flight paths, where are we? We're down here. Dire Mall's here. And if we were to come out... So we're all the way over here. Now my cooking trainer, if I did want to go over there, was all the way up in Ashenvale here, down here somewhere I believe, Mistral Lake, or down here, I can't remember exactly where. So I do need to go over here at some point, but I won't do that now. That's going to be another big old flight, and we'll avoid that for the moment. Doing so much for my auction house videos on YouTube, thank you. You're more than welcome. I'm glad you found them useful. Totems, how are you? Check the vendor there. If you got tailoring, I think there's Azure Cloak is there. Oh, nice one. This one, I will have a look. A Rendau, we have, well, let's repair whilst we're here. Okay, so that's just regular stuff. There is another vendor here, maybe. Rendau, Christy Grant, Moon Hunter. No, not you. Well, we've done that. Okay, we're handing that one in. So follow the road, talk to Cravel. So we're going to go all the way down, where are we? Back down here. All the way, this really is a classic running stream. And we're going to do all the shimmering flat stuff from a while ago. Okay. Do we need to pick up this quest? I'm not sure we do. So we just need to bring the medallion. Okay. So I don't think there is a tailoring vendor here, other than this one. Name of local item is the Card of Omens. You click them and get random trash item. A preset sell price of 1 copper to 6,000 gold. Most of them is worth 1 silver to 1 gold though, but earning about 70% of the gold you spend on mats. So it's very much worth it. It takes a while to open them. Do that in your main whilst waiting for the dungeon. Ah, interesting. Interesting indeed. Dunce, good evening to you. I hope you're doing well. Finally caught me online. Well, it's good to have you here. I hope you managed to get your all your TSM sorted with the bracer shuffle. If you do have any questions, feel free to chat up. We're going to go over to retail in another 15 minutes or so. I don't think there is anything else here that I can pick up, unfortunately. I don't see any other NPCs, so we'll head on back and we'll carry on our running stream. But thank you, Rose, for the card information. That's something I have to have a look into. Certainly. Okay, we've got a green there. Let's ignore those for the moment. Doing well. Yes, you sorted it out so far. Still need to level your leatherworking. Tight on gold, but we'll sort it out when you make more profit. Exactly. Just keep at it, and the gold will flow. I'm doing very well though. Thank you very much. We are literally running all over the place in Classic at the moment, getting ourselves set up for another quest hub. Hopefully a little bit of levelling here in Thousand Needles, and then we'll carry on. I don't know what's next in terms of the guide. I'll have a look. Let me just click on that. Under General, Guide Menu. No. Where is it? Guide Viewer. No, Current. There we go. Wrong one. So we are currently down here, Thousand Needles, and then we'll then go to Desolus, and then back to Stranglethorn Vale for 36 to 37. So we do jump around a fair amount from looking at this. Gotta go watch Baby Beef now, so wife can go to tennis. No worries, Rabbit. Thank you very much for stopping by, and I hope you have a lot of fun with Baby Beef, and hope to see you again soon. It's ward crafting. You learn it from the trainer. Level 1 inscription, but need to be level 100 to learn it. That's why you level your alts Why 11 knots? They can't learn it whilst being below 100. Yeah, that makes sense. Right, where are we going? Going this way. Okay. Commander Bond, good evening to you. How are you this fine evening? Hope you're doing well. We are currently running all the way down the length of several zones at the moment, so we're spending a lot of time just running at the moment. But it's good to chat to people as we go. Lovely to have all your company. Good to be a lurker for a bit. No worries, Darkwing. Lurk away. There's not a lot to actually kill on the way here. Like in terms of gaining XP as we run along, that's normally quite a nice thing to do. I know I'm sticking to the road, so it is in general safer. But I wanted to get, yeah, we've got a fair amount to go here, along here. So it's going to take us a little while. I remember these times, I know, just running around. Lots and lots of running. That's nice to look at that in the distance. I don't think I ever played this with a maximum view distance back in the day. So it's nice to see things. And precarious rocks here. Reminds me of Wile E. Coyote stuff. Now, what is that? That's grey to me, so I'll ignore it for now. But let's carry on with my buffs, just in case we do encounter anything that we can combat whilst we're here. I'll follow it around a moment. John Levy, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Thank you ever so much for stopping by. So continue following the road. Avoid the free wind post elevators. Okay, we'll do that. And keep following the road. So free wind post is down here. Okay, so elevators here we need to avoid when we do get down there. Finally got your enchanting tailor to level 120. Fantastic. Congratulations. How much do I have on this character? I currently have 24 gold and 94. So we're not doing too bad. To be honest, I haven't done any gold making in Classic for at least a few weeks. I haven't done any flipping, any crafting or anything at all. So I've really slacked off on that. But I would, once I get to level 35, like to revisit it and get a lot more going on then. Now leveling the professions, fantastic. That's I'm always happy to hear people leveling their professions, especially tailoring and enchanting, my two favourite professions. Right, we're still running. Just keep running, just keep running. There's someone we can throw a buff. Oh, we can't, they're undead. That would have been nice. No, they're an orc, not undead. I thought for a minute there I could throw a nice buff to someone, but sadly no. Alright, which way do we go? Keep going straight, I think. And then we'll turn right. So that's free wind post where we're headed. But we do need to avoid some things. The elevators. They said to avoid the elevators, so we shall do that. At least we get some XP for uncovering areas, if nothing else. Right, there's... Okay, they are level question marks, so we'll avoid those, certainly. Looks like a bit of a dangerous area. Humane has tailoring and enchanting too. I still have mats bought from the first 3 months of BFA to make the biggest bags in the game, but need to run mythic dungeons for the last one. Yes, that is the tricky part, unfortunately. Oh, we've got something we can fight along the way. Okay, there's a few good things here. Let's start with this. Might as well get our XP up a little bit as we go. It's easy to burn out. We have to do 300 plus dungeons. Yeah, that's a lot of dungeons. Okay, we'll carry... Actually, a detour here. Just take a couple of these out. even though they're just green at the moment. That one's not, that's grey. Might as well. A little bit of XP. We're currently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5 bars into level 34. And we've got full rested XP as well. So this shouldn't take too long to get ourselves up to 35. And by the time we get there, it'll be time to switch over to retail, I think. Looking at the distance I've travelled and how long it's taken me to get here. But that's fine. We've at least positioned ourselves in a good place. What have we got there? Cloud Serpent, 26. I can't remember what it was in the Shimmering Flats. There's lots of there's the actual Mirage Raceway itself, isn't there? The namesake of this server. That's there, isn't it? But you certainly do get to enjoy the sights as you're got no mount and you just have to run. Do it the old-fashioned way. Is there a flight path over here? It'd be nice if there was one. Yeah, so there is a load of quests here that we can do at least. All of those ones we'll be able to do, so that's quite good. Okay, I'll do this whilst we're here. And then there's that elemental there as well, which could be tricky as they're immune to my wand, immune to my nature damage. In terms of scenery, Wrath was a piece of art. Strom's piece, just wow, yes. Wrath of the Lich King was one of my favourite zones. I wasn't so keen on Burning Crusade when it came out, but when Wrath of the Lich King came out, because I was so fond of Warcraft 3 and all the Lich King stuff that happened there, I was really excited for Wrath of the Lich King when it did come out. Really like the scary feel of Icecrown. Yeah, it's so immense as well. I'm glad we're going to be returning there. Okay, a few things here. Let's take this one. Even though you're green, doesn't take too long to kill and then be on my way. Let that run through. So what I'll do is I'll get myself to the quest hub eventually, and then we'll log off and we'll go over to retail and we see what we can do then. I am tempted to do the last Molten Core raid to see if I can get myself the Deathwing mount. I've got no idea how difficult it is as a healer to help with that one, but we weren't too bad with the Wrath of the Lich King eventually. Once we learnt to do the safety dance. I remember now, it's collecting up all these things you had to do. That's one of the quests, certainly. And it looks so empty as well. Eventually, good old days of just walking for a long time, because mounts were trained at level 40, exactly. Eventually is the, what level are these? 30. Oh, that's quite good. Eventually is the keyword here. Just when I thought I was out of there, I've still got a long way to go here, just to the end. This is really is a huge zone. I have to even up our buffs here for the moment. I'm tempted to go and start fighting some of these, but I've got a feeling some of the quests are going to require me to come out here and fight them anyway. So what I'll do is I'll just make a beeline for this first lot here. Speaking to Cavill, and then we'll carry on from there. Just see it coming through. There we go, there's the raceway there. Mirage Raceway, our namesake server. have a certain affinity for here now. I don't know if there's any good trainers or anything here. Have a look. Right, so Cavill. We do have an ice cream vendor. Always worth having. So here's Cavill. Is there an inn of any kind? Can we go in there, I wonder? Cavill, we'll do that. Accept that one. And accept that one. And then we need to go over to speak to Fizzle. And accept that. And then we'll turn in that one. And then we'll accept that one. And then lots of quests to pick up here. There's a nice troll there. Where are you? Ah, you're over here. Posic. We'll do you. That's for the bump in the road, and then we'll carry on over here. Onto the actual raceway. And we'll pick up load lightning. No, a bump in the road. We accepted load lightning, we did that one. Speckett, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. I hope you're doing well. Wow, now we've got a load of things to do. Look at this big list of things we've got to do. Absolutely loads. Okay, we won't do those tonight though, but we are in a good position. Now, is there any sort of inn or rest area here? Let me just have a look. I wonder if this main building over here is one. Let's have a look. On your first character, you got so excited to get your mount at level 40, but you needed a few gold, so you sold all your gear. But it felt super nice to ride your wolf. You remember joining a dungeon in Zul'Farrak a few days later, and people were yelling at me for having all grey vendor gear. You sold your gear for your mount, they kicked you. Oh, that's a lovely story. Now, is this a rest area? No, it doesn't look like it is. Okay. Oh, we'll rest in here anyway. I don't think there is anything else that's a likely building other than that one over there on the other side. But I think we'll leave that for that. Is there any add-ons that shows you your WoD Legion missions? You can do it with a macro, Capolathor. Let me show you when I go over to retail. I'm going to go over to retail now. Let's have a look. We'll go here and we'll pop on over. Right, so I'll exit out of this. One moment, I'll just go to my BRB screen as I exit out. Okay, so I'll exit out of this. And then I'll load up regular WoW. So that was classic. Classic running around. I think that was quintessential classic for that. I'll just load up regular World of Warcraft. There we go. It's loading up now. So we'll go over to Samadan first. We'll have a look, and I'll show you those macros because they're really handy. I did have them on my hotbar as well. So I'll just let this load up. Going back into retail. We'll have a look at our mailboxes as well because I relisted everything on this morning. But I didn't pick up all my gold, so we can have a look at how much gold I made so far this weekend. Could I share the macros in chat? Certainly will do. And statistics as well, we'll do that as well. Okay, so we'll start with the macros. So what we have, where are they? So if I go to my macros here, so I've got this one here, I think it is. Legion. This shows me the Legion mission table, and I think I have another one somewhere else for the garrison one here, and I'll put that over here as well. So what these are is /script show garrison landing page, page 3, and this one, the garrison one, is page 2. And if I just exit out of this for a moment, so you click on the Legion one, and it will show you the available missions. Obviously you can't go and pick them up, but you can see what's available, which is always useful. And then the same with the garrison one. You can see what's available and whether it's worth going over there and picking some up, and also seeing your report of what you have to pick up. So I'll copy those into the chat window. So this one is for the garrison, so landing page 2 for the garrison. No, it doesn't work because /script is not something I can do, so I'll put it in parentheses and that should work. There we go. And then you do the same, except for instead of 2 you use 3 for the Legion one. And that will show you the Legion one. So what's 1? I imagine 1 will be the main one you have at the moment, I would guess, but I've never tried it. First person to try it, let me know. And then we're going to look at statistics, weren't we, Rose? So what do I need to look at? Is it in achievements? And I'm assuming it will be something under the bottom of the front page, summary, statistics, this one. Okay, so total gold acquired, that is 37 million, I think. Yeah, 37 million gold acquired. Average gold earned per day, averaged out my entire WoW lifetime, 9,400. Gold looted, 27,000. Gold earned from auctions, that's the 37 million, pretty much everything. A lot of auctions purchased. Most expensive bid was 79,000. I wonder what that was for, 79,000. Makes me think it was something like either one of the mounts or Pierre or something like that. I think Pierre cost me 60,000. It might have been the which is the mount, the one that allows you to pick up herbs as well. I don't think it was a flip though. No, certainly. And then most expensive auction sold was 85,000. I wonder what that was. And then look at this, most gold ever owned. Guess who was saving up for the Brutosaur mount and then spent it straight away? So we got to exactly 5,051,000, and then I spent it all in one big foul swoop. And I bought my Brutosaur. So that's as close as I got to with my gold. And I have earned 5 million since then, but I'm not actually on 5 million because I've spent all my gold on the Warcraft 3 pre-purchase and more game time for both me and my son. So I've been using my gold wisely. And then consumables, I don't use anything really in terms of consumables and stuff. So, and reputations, most factions are exalted, only 11, so I've got a long way to go there. Total factions encountered 95, so I'm way off the 100 factions at exalted. And what else we got? Epic items looted, extra bank slots purchased, definitely. Greed rolls made on loot, 154. Need rolls, 41. Not a lot, really. Health stones used, 0. Where was that? Was that up in the consumables? I'm sure I use a health potions consumed there. I don't see a health stone one though. Oh, there we are. Health stones used 0. I'm sure I must have used one on Samadan. I know I've used them on Samadan, certainly. So I never bothered to make them used. Yeah. But there we go. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. There's a lot of stuff I don't do really. And a lot of stuff I did do was a long time ago. So, rated arenas. I'm sure... Oh no, I haven't done any rated arenas at all. Total deaths from other players, 296. Battlegrounds played 72. Battlegrounds 1, 24. That's not too bad, actually, considering I'm Alliance. Okay, that's pretty cool. Found the add-ons that shows... oh, you found the add-ons that shows all 3 mission tables. Oh, excellent. What was that? What was the Legion macro again? Oh, okay. I actually found the add-on. Okay, cool. So the one for Legion, I think it was this one. No, this one with 3 was the Legion one. I'll put that in case you do need it. That one. Scripts show landing page 3 was for the Legion one. Yeah, I definitely focused on gold once I came back to WoW. That was the main thing. The script with the 1 does nothing. You just checked. Okay, well, it's good to know. Right, so let's go through, let's have a look in terms of gold. Let's look at the mailbox, see if we need to do any relisting and things like that. It's Garrison Mission Manager. When you right click on it in-game, it makes you choose between the mission tables. Oh, really? Oh, because I have Garrison Mission Manager. Hold on. Missions, Garrison Report. Is it that one? Yeah, so that's the Garrison Mission Manager I have here. So left click to show my missions here, which is the one I've got at the moment, the BFA one. I never knew that right clicking on it gave you the Garrison one. Well, that's handy. Thank you, Capital. I did not know that. In which case, I don't need the Garrison one. I can get rid of that one. But is there any way we can do the... that doesn't change really, does it? That's just changed the order of things. But the Legion one, for the Class Hall report, is separate. Okay, well, there we go. That's good to know, though. Fantastic. Always learning something new. So, yes, let's check, have a look at my mailbox. Where are we at? We did have a good few sales. This is all my weekend sales, so this is since Friday. So we are currently sitting at 50,000 gold in the first 50 of 60 mails. What have we got here? So Force Multiplier, some Notorious gear, some pants there for 8,000, that's good. Some food and a couple of rings. I did actually manage to sell them a Cord of Critical Strike for... Look at the difference here. I got one, I reset the market earlier this morning, so I sold one for 2,800, but before I was selling them for 474, which is really, really cheap, which is why I've reset the market on these, although I'm going to have to go through and post some more on, I think, because I'll have been undercut by now. Hexweave bag there, 1,300. Cords of Haste, not too bad. Would like them to be higher at 711. Some more food, Machinist Brilliance, some Notorious gear there, some more food again, like some hoof plates, more Notorious gear. So all in all, a good mix of food, a few enchants, and a little bit of Notorious tailoring. So that's good, 50,795. So let's open up all of that. Wednesday is sales day for enchants. It usually is. But I found this Wednesday, when I did when I posted my auctions on, I didn't get nearly as many sales as I thought I would get normally. But maybe it was just a slow Wednesday. I'll let that run through, actually. See how it goes. Okay, that was fake news. The real news is Master Plan add-on. Ah, okay. So it's Master Plan that does it. I've not used Master Plan. So 50,000, have to remember that, and then the next 10 in the mail is another 21,000. Oh wow, that's really good. Some Bountiful Feasts have really filled that out. So we're looking at 72,000 on Samadan for the weekend so far. So that's really good. You did some braces the other day for Expulsum, and either was very unlucky or the drop rate has been nerfed. Anyone know anything about this? I've thought that myself, Ramu, sometimes, because sometimes when I do the Expulsum, it takes ages for me to come through, and I thought, oh, I must be really unlucky. But then I went and did a batch of 1,000 braces, and I would normally expect, what would it be, 140 roughly Expulsum out of 1,000 braces, and I got about that. So I didn't think it had been nerfed, but it does seem like that sometimes. Maybe they have nerfed it slightly, but not significantly enough to make a huge difference in the long term. Do you know if Impressions will get new stuff for 8.3? I'm thinking feasts, herbs and such. I don't think there's going to be new materials, but I do think there are, I believe there might be new food, and there's certainly going to be new, instead of Notorious gear, there's going to be Uncanny gear. I think it's Uncanny. And then that's going to use the same materials, just more of them in 8.3. Yeah, right click and choose mission table. Was master plan add-on. Okay, no worries, Caplathor. Thanks for letting us know anyway. Cooking has all new materials apart from fish oil. Oh, really, Rasheen? Okay, that's good to know. So there'll be good new things to look out for there. I always like it when cooking gets a little an update. The new food is all about doing those visions. Yeah, so I was going to avoid a lot of the 8.3 content, but I might have to get involved in it if that's the case. There's a Blingtron here. Let's click on that. Okay, we'll do that. Right, so restock-wise, there shouldn't be too much to do here. Let's have a quick look and see what we've got on at the moment. We'll probably cancel some enchants. So let's go through that at least those rings anyway. And then let's take the weapons and those and run a cancel scan on these. Good evening, Marsbear. How are you? Thanks for stopping by. Hope you've had a lovely weekend so far. I think the old food will still be best for stats. I mean, hopefully the Bountiful Captain's Feast still sell, so hopefully that'll be the case. Maybe a mix of both. I'm happy to do that. But it will be a rush to at least get yourself in a position where you can sell those, as long as the materials don't require too much. There we go, that's all cancelled. Let's go through and pick up all of those. I'll get these back on. I wonder what price the critical strikes are now. So they were at 2,000 something. I did push up the buyout on those. It looks like they may have been not updated yet in terms of price. No one's really gone low on that, so let's have a look. Let's just do a quick reload on here. Let that run through. There we go. Does anyone know if Find Fish ability got removed? And fish is still in. Yeah, your main see fish on the mini map should be. If we go on here and where is it? Find Fish. Yeah, that's the one I've got. Turn it off and on. That should work. Hopefully, I haven't checked it in a while though. Haven't actually seen any yellow dots on here though. Yeah, I guess you do have to be a fisherman of the appropriate level to do it though. In PTR the mail limit is 100, which will be very handy, yes, and as well as being 100, it will be condensed as well. So I'm really looking forward to that, certainly. Right, let's get these enchants back on. We'll run all of that through. So currently sitting at 1.7 million. I did buy a token earlier to give my son some game time. So it'll be nice to get back over 2 million on Samadan, because we need to save up for the Shadowlands expansion and get myself another 120. That's the plan anyway. So Pact Critical Strike currently at 1,600. No, sorry, a quarter critical strike here at 2,449. So that's good. That's held out for the moment. And then whilst we're here, let's just have a quick look at my auctions. If there is anything we need to restock on. I'm not sure what we do need, but we'll just go through everyone briefly. So we do have some notorious gear to stock up on. I'm not going to bother with the silkweave satchels. Hexweave I don't think I've got nearly enough at the moment, unless I go visit my garrison, which might be worth doing. Those I'll make. Those I'll get if I can get enough at a decent price. And then the enchanting will do if I can get enough veiled crystals and everything here. Okay, so what do we need for gathering on this slot? What was the profit? 39 profit. 39,000 profit if we sold all of those. So let's add these in. We're quite low on chaos crystals at the moment. So and we might need to get ourselves some ionized minnows as well. Okay, there's a few different things here. A couple of expulsum we need as well. So we might need to do a little bit of work here just to get ourselves in the right place. So we've done some cooldowns already today. So we'll get some stuff from the guild bank. We'll start off with that. Some stuff from the vendor. Or we can do that first actually, whilst the vendor's here. We'll do that. There we go. A cord of haste. We just sold one. And then cooking crafts, and from the guild bank we need that. We'll go collect up all of these. Bow and arrow, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. How do you unlock it? I imagine just getting BFA fishing would unlock it, I would have thought. It drops from box scrolls in Stranglethorn Vale. Really? That's weird. I thought you just got it from fishing. So what's the string for setting the expulsum price? That's basically, if I give you a link to my spreadsheet, it's in there. Shuffle. Oops, that's exclamation marks. There we go. Sorry, not exclamation marks. Sorry for the caps. But that's using my bracer shuffle to get my expulsum price. If you want to just base it off of bracers, I can't remember the one I used to use, but it was literally something like the price of the crafting price of 7 braces. 7 bracers was a good ballpark for expulsum. So we need to get some stuff from the auction house here. Rubbery flank, moist fillet, gilded seaweed we need, chaos crystals if we can find them. There we go, another cord of hay sold. Let's go to shopping and scan those. No problem, Rami. Now this is looking quite expensive. Gilded seaweed's not too bad, 2 gold 39. This is for my notorious gear that has a good amount of profit on them, so I'm just going to buy 60 here for now. That'll be easy. Veiled crystals have gone really low. Look at that, 166. They used to be really high. But the price of mats has gone down. Chaos crystals are really expensive at the moment because very few people are using them or getting them. It's actually, I need 9, so I'm going to take these at the expensive price. And we'll take that. I'll just take the minimum we need. And then, so Frenzied Fangtooth, we need 14. We'll take those. I'll take the 6. I'll just take all the cheap ones. And that one. And then another 7 from that lot. Now, Rubbery Flank and Moist Fillet, 32 of each. They are overpriced. Well, Moist Fillet's fine, because that's 11 silver. But look at the price of that Rubbery Flank. 60 gold. That's really expensive, considering the region market average is 35. If anyone wants to farm some Rubbery Flank on Shadow Song, well, this is the place to do it. So we need, oh well, let's pick up a whole load here at 11 silver. That will keep me going for now. And how much do I need? 32. I'll just get the minimum possible at 60. My map price being 55, so that's not too much over. My profits will take a big hit from that though. So we'll have a look once I pick those up to make sure that everything's still a profit, hopefully. Agent Rusky, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. The Chaos are cheap there because are cheap. They are 100 gold plus for you. Wow, okay. The thing you really need is the is to look out for the the Legion mission for the Netherweave, not Netherweave, the Elite Strike Centenax. If that's ever available, that's always worth doing. We don't have it on at the moment, but that's worth looking out for, and you can get some good Chaos Crystals that way. If you do want some. And we're still making profit with the prices over 100% on my shopping scans, since Chaos Crystals are around 150%. It depends on some of my auctions. Some of them are. I know with some of my Legion ones that my profit margins are actually quite a bit higher than my BFA ones, so I know I can afford to go a little bit higher on those. Fish don't leave footprints from this book, and it can be fished up from any crate pools in anywhere really. Most people go to Stranglethorn Vale and Zangermarsh. Oh, thank you, Rasheen. Useful information. Just checked a wellhead. All fishing pools are shipwreck debris. Exactly the same as Rasheen said. Yeah. That learns and finds fish. Oh, right. I never realised it was something that had to be unlocked. I must have just done it so long ago. I can't remember. Some people have been buying all the BFA enchanting mats and reposting it 2 to 3 times normal price. The price they usually sell at though, and post the price they reposted at or a bit higher. Do you just post the price they reposted at or a bit higher than you know they sell for? I would go for the price they've reset them for. If someone else has gone to the trouble of resetting it, you might as well see if you can get away with a few at that price, undercut them slightly, and then go down to your average price after that. That's lovely, thank you for the help. Okay, so restocking wise we're doing okay. We still need though some Expulsum and some ionized minnow and some veiled crystals. So easiest way to get the ionized minnow will be to head on over to Mechagon with the VAC. I don't have a way of porting over there, so I'm going to have to fly, unfortunately. So let's just take a flight path actually, and I'll stretch my legs, and then we'll come back to this, and then I can always Hearthstone back after that. So we'll take this and we'll head on over, and we'll do that, and then I'll just have a quick stretch my legs, and I'll come back, and then we'll carry on with the gold making. One moment. Okay, I am back. So here we go. Okay, what did I miss out on? Let's have another. Just checked one I had. Fishing position right. I don't know if it also works on Mechagun of ionized fish. And in terms of actually finding them, I guess it should do, definitely. We get Oreo cookie time. Oreo is right in the corner there. If you can see him just off in the corner there, he's tucked himself right away in the corner. Made 314 profit this month. Very nice, Ethos. Very nice indeed. Would get your main in miss when you re-rolled a monk. Got it first one, so I think drops high. Bronzy, how are you? Thanks for coming by. Thank you, Capalathor. That's very kind of you. I had a lot of fun making that one. I've got another one that I'm going to do, which is going to be of the whole planet. I've got it as my desktop. I can show you the planet Azeroth. This one. So what I'm going to do... Oh, I can't do that. Hold on. There we go. So this whole planet Azeroth, I'm going to have it rotating, and that's going to be my my next screenshot. You've got Northrend here at the moment. So that's going to be my next project, certainly. Hold on, I've just lost all my windows now by going to desktop. Hold on. Let me just click on them all. Do that one and that one. There we go. What else did we miss? Yeah, he's disguised as a pillow at the moment. And sort of a Cord of Haste. Yep, it's gone through. 719, not too bad profit at the moment. Remember to use the fish vacuum for that. Yeah, exactly. I'm going over to do that now. Actually, I'll show you the fish vacuum. So I'm going to go and head over there now. So let's get something flying. We can get the task list. We'll turn that off for the moment, and we'll fly over. Avoid the other things here. Can sell it to Wowhead. Yeah. Don't forget the jetpack. The jetpack is useful, definitely. I think I've still got one on me, so I should be all right for the moment. Let's just land a minute, and then let's go back up again. Just so that I don't get targeted. There we are. Okay. Whoop. Got a little bit extra aggro there. So you can get some of the minnows. So they're showing up here. Oh, that's the 100 fathom lure. Don't want that one. Okay, I'm going to go over here. We'll borrow the Minovac. And then what I can do is I can do these close ones here anyway. And get myself some ionized minnows fairly easily. And then what I like to do is, rather than go for the ones in the middle, because you've got to wait for this anyway, I'm just going to get a few here at the moment. And then I'm going to actually fly over to this other island bit here, because there's usually 3 of them within close proximity here. Whoops, didn't mean to actually aggro that. Hold on. This is my first time doing holy DPS. There we go. And then I can go over here and do this one without needing to bother with the jetpack for the moment. How old is Samadan the Human? When did I make him? Samadan the Human is the venerable age of 45, I think, at the moment. Oh, there we go. Azeroth Mini Pack Mechagon. What's that? Rens, a random Mechagon Mini. What do we get? We've got another one here, the gift package from Blinktron. I'll do that as well whilst we're here. And then we'll carry on with some more minnows. Here we are. How would you suggest a beginner goblin improve his business? Currently making 1.5 million a month profit, but want to go higher since you're not working studying right now and can spend easily 8 hours a day. You don't like farming and selling mats. Well, I think you're already on a really good start. One of the things really is is basically time is money. In terms of the more time you put in, the more money you will get. One thing I would probably look at is looking at all the things you could possibly do that are difficult to get for other people as you've got time on your hands. So are there any rare recipes or anything that you can build up on in terms of like reputation, anything locked behind a time gate or a reputation gate that you could then sell, whether it's crafting things and then selling them like that, would be the kind of things I would think of at that point. That should be enough minnows for the moment, so I'm going to leave that for the moment. And whilst I'm here, is it worth me doing the pet battle whilst I'm here, because I'm not exalted yet? Proudmore, Wayblade and Cohen, and then Rares, Slain. Let's go back and do this whilst we're here. Might as well get ourselves a little bit of rep, and then we'll carry on after that. I can't remember the pet battle sequence. 16,425 days. That's a fair amount, isn't it? So for the expulsion price, will be something like this: craft 7 times crafting of that. Yes, yeah, something like that. If that item number is the item for a, say, a Tide Spray Linen Bracer, which is usually the cheapest to make, that should work. Recently started leveling your alts with PvP Time Walking Guns, Transmutes, Sky Golems. Oh, that's for the... did I miss something else earlier there? You spent your time leveling Army of Alts, and now you have 33. Yes, the Army of Alts, as you were saying earlier. Yeah, that's definitely the way forward. Where am I? I've gone way too far. I needed to go here. I wasn't paying attention at all. There we go. I'll do this quick battle whilst we're here. And we've just sold another Cord of Haste. The Cord of Haste are doing well tonight. Alright, okay, the pet battle is here, is it? Is it this one? Yes, it is. Now, is this the difficult one? Sputter Tube. Sputter Tube can be a tricky one, I believe. Let me have a look. Let me try it. I think I've got a full normal pet. I don't need the Zygor pet guide. So, now if I can remember what I do on this. I don't think this is my correct order. What pets have I got on me? I'm not sure I've got the right pets on me. Hold on. Let's just try what I've got, and then I'll check my pet journal. I should have checked my pet journal first, actually. Oh, this could be the tricky one. I can't remember. I might have got myself into a bit of trouble with this one. Surge powers, do that, and do that. He's going to die. Who have I actually got left? Yeah, I don't actually have anyone. So I haven't got my pets set up at all. That would explain it. They're all dead anyway. So let's revive those. So yeah, Bone Shard, Icky, and Creminius was my normal setup. Let's try that one more time and see if that works this way. So what we want to do normally is Blistering Cold first and then Ice Spike. We'll try this and see if that goes. And then Ice Spike. And then you die, and then we go over to Icky. It should be. Oh no, you don't die because you come back as one. I remember now. And then strong on that. Oh, you're going after my other ones. Okay, hopefully they won't be too ill. And then we'll swap over to Icky. And we'll do Black Claw. And then we do Flock, hopefully, if we survive it. And that should help. And then Flock should finish you off with everything else that comes through with the Frostbite. Doesn't matter if Icky dies on this. And Creminius should finish off. the last lot. There we go. Okay. That's done. Sputter tube done. Okay, let's Hearthstone back. Enough of pet battles. And then I'll catch up on chat whilst that's going through. Right, so oh, there's loads of stuff here. Okay, you're talking about Card of Omens, EU. Does not seem to give you a mat price though. Have you checked the price of nylon thread, Ramu? Is this for the Expulsum? Or if you're looking at crafting, is it the character that can actually craft that thing? You might have to break it down into the average buy or the DB market price of the items that make that item in order to get an actual mat value for all characters, because not everyone can do the crafting of it. I can't remember the exact item numbers for that, Ramu, but that should work, I think. Bags and Blood, Realm. Do you want to use DB region market or DB market average? Sometimes users use a mix of them both. Usually helps. That way you can average out between your own server's peculiarities with the average of the whole region. I'm making some gold farming, but recently invested in enchanting, and prices are low enchants, but very high on mats. That's unfortunate. Pretty harsh realm if you ask me. Okay, 1,000 gold plus is rare. Get about 1 a day. Okay, that's with your the cards, isn't it? Starting out a medium pop. Yeah, that's always what I would recommend as well. Oh god, there's loads of stuff in the chat. I've missed out on loads. Hold on. Wild herbs, do those. On your server, if you are not herbalist, it's impossible to make any gold with alchemy, which makes you unhappy. Oh, that is a shame. Hopefully you can get some decent prices on them and a good Silas proc and make a little bit of gold, hopefully. But it will all be a question of trying to find the right price of the herbs at a time where you can pick them up cheaply. You're just better off selling herbs, yeah, if that's the case. It's for the character that can make the braces, so it's kind of odd. Oh, okay. That is strange. I would have thought that would have worked. Okay, we're done with our minnows. We need to make some braces next to get ourselves some expulsum and some veiled crystals. So let's swap on over. We can make 576, but I'm not going to make all of those now. I'm going to make 176 instead. That should give me a good amount for the moment. I should have started that before I started reading all the chat, and then I could have done that at the same time, but never to fear. Is it possible to select groups and operations that are assigned to them and move them to another profile? You want to make life easier with a clean list, just the professions of that character. Not in terms of copying them over, but what you can do is export those groups and then import them back in on your other profile. So as long you can export them, copy and paste the string, and then export them, copy the string, and then import them by pasting the string back in, and that would work as well. It's a crafting. That times 7 should work if you ask me. Yeah, I would have thought so. Farming herbs is a hassle, and you've got level 3 on every potion, and now you can't utilise it. Yeah, that is a shame. I guess the other things you could possibly do is how is it that people are doing that? How are they getting their potions so cheap? Are they just not considering the price of their time when it comes to getting all the herbs, or are they using either multi-boxing or someone else multi-boxing to get the herbs really cheaply, and maybe even someone selling them to them directly, like cash on delivery? That could be another thing. Do you need to be inscription for it, or just inscription in your garrison? You can try exporting and importing later. Yeah, definitely. Definitely worth a go, certainly. Right, so I'm going to carry on restocking here for another 15 minutes or so. What's the expulsum for? The notorious stuff? Yes, exactly. We're going to be using the Expulsum here for the Notorious gear. I'm going to disenchant any blues, and I'm going to scrap the greens here on Samadan, so I can get at least a few bits of Expulsum. And then what I'm going to do is, rather than use Earthen, my leather worker, I'm actually going to use some of this to use up some of my Umbra shards, because I've got such an excess of Umbra shards. I'm going to make wands out of any spare Expulsum. But we'll see how we get on. I'm going to make 50 of them for the moment. Yeah, I imagine people are doing that to get a lot of herbs that way. I believe you can do it, because you can more than one person can take the same node like they can with mining, can't they? Unless I've got that completely wrong. That is my understanding on it anyway. Right, we're nearly done on these braces. I'll try not to do too much of this all in one go. Up to 5 people, yeah. Right, we've got 400 left. So let's go with that. And what have we got in our bags? Okay, we've got a fair amount here, so let's just move this across. And we'll deal with all the blues first, because we don't want to scrap these. And we'll get the extra gloom dust, hopefully the odd not chaos crystal, veiled crystal out of this. That would be nice. There's one. And there's another one. We don't need that many veiled crystals, so we should be okay for the moment. And then there's one down here as well. I'll take that one. And then I'll go and scrap this lot. And then we'll come back and see what else I've got in the mail of this one. So there we go. So all of that lot, and we'll queue that up and start the scrapping process. There we go. Use the one from the spreadsheet, and now you have a map price of 56 gold. Is that way off? I don't think so. My Expulsum price currently has a map cost of 89 gold, according to my string. So I wouldn't be surprised if you can get your Tide Spray and leather particularly cheap, then that wouldn't be too bad, certainly. Also depends on your weighting. I do fiddle with that sometimes. I can't remember where I used it last on my sheet. I feel like transmog is a waste of time on Argent Dawn. Too much of it. There is a lot of it, because a lot of people think Argent Dawn's a good place for transmog. But I've got a feeling with 8.3 and the new auction house changes, I think transmog is going to have a huge resurgence in sales. So it might be something worth considering in the future on any server, not just Argent Dawn, because people will look for things they haven't collected yet very easily with the new auction house. You just got to have at least 1,000 pieces. Yeah, I mean that's the general rule anyway with transmog, isn't it? But I imagine it would be the same with Argent Dawn, certainly. Keep in mind, next patch, we don't have items that haven't mogged. Yes, exactly, that's what I was saying. It's definitely going to be worth it. Might go for a solid price of 100 gold and make sure you make a profit. Yep, I think that's a reasonable plan, Ramu. A manual price can certainly help on situations like that. So we've got 15 Expulsum already, so we're in a good position here. Would I suggest crafting one of all Honourable, Sinister, Notorious, or only Notorious? I would say just the Notorious gear at this stage. It's especially at the moment, people seem to be leveling alts, and they want to gear them up to be able to do the anniversary raid at 380. So I think just the Notorious gear would be worth it at this stage. The Honourable and the Sinister isn't. I certainly wouldn't consider it, and I wouldn't stock up on too much Notorious gear because it's going to change with 8.3 once that comes out. Ollie Oil Spanner, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Hope you're having a lovely weekend so far. Thoughts on BFA Flask? Stack up on Anchorweed now, or save for 8.3. Buy it if you can cheap. Just keep on buying it. always have a good amount of stock, but try and get some sales if you can now, and then spread it out into 8.3 as well. Might as well do both. Hey Jack, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Did Verstappen win? I haven't been following F1 for a long time. How are you? I hope you've been enjoying your weekend. Never really been into Transmog yourself. Not really sure what to farm for it either. No, it's not something I've done a lot. Yeah, and it was a good race as well. Oh, fantastic. I haven't watched F1 in a long, long time. Not since the Schumacher and Senna and Prost days was the last time I followed F1. Let's get a few more here. Let's pick these up. Doing good. How about me? I'm doing very well, thank you very much. We're just going through, and we've done a little bit of a bracer shuffle at the moment. We just need to go through and deal with some of this huge list of stuff here. There's some stuff I could probably post on the auction house here. Looking at my bags being quite full at the moment. I've got some good veil crystals there, that's good. Oh, we did pick up a fair amount of stuff because we are in the middle of a restock. That reminds me. So we'll carry on scrapping this for the moment, and then we'll jump back in everything else once we've got there. I'll just let that scrap through. There we go. Well, they were in Brazil. Okay, home country of Senna. Now, what's the Brazil racetrack called? Is it Monza? Am I thinking correctly? Does that work? It is Monza. Yeah. Okay. I remember way back in my Amiga days, I played Jeff Crammon's Formula One Grand Prix, and I did Monza, the full 2-hour race with all the laps, playing with just my joystick going, accelerating left and right, and I had a whale of a time, but that was a long time ago. Z, thank you very much for your sub. That's incredibly kind of you. Good evening, everyone. And a whole lot of emotes in there. Thank you very much for 4 total subs. Thank you very much for your support. Really is appreciated. Let's see, a whole lot of emotes in chat for you. Thank you very much, Z. Hope you're doing well. You do have to pay him gold. He's happy to help. Oh, that's your friend helping out with your gold making, is it? Yeah. It's very cumbersome asking a friend to log his one out much faster. Yeah. Oh, is Monza Italy? Oh, okay. I got that wrong. What's the one in Brazil? I can't remember. 2 weeks. Last race, Abu Dhabi. The night race. Oh wow, they do races at night these days. That should be interesting. I never knew they did that. Right. Okay. Lower. Well, night. It's dark. Autodromo Jose Carlo Pace is the one in Brazil. Okay, that's not the one I remember doing. Maybe it's changed. We are talking about 20 years ago here. Yeah, their tyres would melt, wouldn't they? Interlagos. Yeah, that rings a bell, Z. That's the one I'm thinking of. It was a long time ago. Right. That's all my mail, so let's go through and just get the last of these done, and then we'll scrap those or make a load of our notorious gear that we need to make. We'll then go over and make any enchants we need to make, and anything else we're missing, and then we will go over to my other characters, check their mailboxes, because we haven't done that yet. There we go, and we'll go with that one. But they call it Interlagos because most people don't remember what you just said. Yeah, you're right. I don't recognise the. I didn't recognise the original name you gave me, but Interlagos I do remember. I think the original one sounds better though. I'd go for that one. Right, okay, loads of stuff just to scrap here. Oh, I remember, Mushy, I've got Elec plushie here. I need to put on the market as well. I forgot about that one. The son of Schumacher is now driving an F2. Is he really? That's interesting. I wonder how he's getting on. Oh, it's the area of Sao Paulo. Oh, okay. Yeah, I just need to put it on. I can't remember what price that. I don't think I've got a. I used to have a Battle Pets group. Do I still have it? I do. I don't seem to have the Alec plushie in it because it should have been a manual one, I think. But let's put it on. What would be my price if I put it on? Let's pop it in there. No, actually, let's not. Hold on. I'm doing too many things here. Let's take that off. Remove that. It should be in the tailoring somewhere here. Alec plushie, here we go. We do have the Alec plushie here. So why is that one not in there? Ah, I remember. I had a level 25 one. That's the difference. We'll pop the level 25 one in here. Now I remember. We should be able to get a better price for that though, a level 25 one. Okay, let's get back to that in a moment. Hold on. Hold the horses. I might keep that Alec plushie. If it's level 25, it might be handy. I don't know what price it would go for. Okay, we're getting carried away with ourselves though. I'm getting distracted. What I need to do is finish off my crafting. So let's do that first. He's useless. What, as 25? Well, he is useless in terms of like yeah, it's for the achievement, isn't it? That's the main thing. Oh, there we go. Quick navigation just sold for 439. Let's go back. I'm going to do that. Yes, you have. That's right, isn't it? You have to level him to 25 to get the achievement because he's useless as a pet because he doesn't do anything in the combat. Now I remember. So we still need 11 veiled crystals. So what I'm going to do is make the notorious gear that I need to make. And then I'm going to use my expulsum to make some wands and use up some of my umbra shards. So I'll make all of this tailoring stuff here whilst I'm here. And then we'll pop on over to enchanting. And we'll have a look at the scepter here. We can make 28 of them. We don't need that many though, so I'm going to make, say, 10 of them. We'll create those. And then we'll disenchant these. He can only kiss, love and cuddle. Yeah, I've never tried using him. So a level 25 one isn't really much good to me, is it? For selling. Maybe I'll pop him on in the standard pets. You never know, someone might want to buy him. Okay, Capolathor, thank you ever so much for stopping by. Have a great evening and hope to see you again soon. Okay, so the scepters, these we're going to disenchant now. Get ourselves the veiled crystals we need. Hopefully get a proc of a couple, at least in here. And we've got a good 2 veiled crystals on that one. And there's another 2 there, so that's fine. You spend like 1200 Umbra and got 300 back. That's not bad actually, is it? You need to factor in that cost in there. But you're certainly getting some good veiled crystals this way. And I've still got 18 expulsum, which will be useful. So in terms of gathering wise, do we have everything we need now? Cooking wise, we need to make a few things here. So let's make sure our hat's on, go to our cooking. We'll make up all of these. Fragrant, we need, what we're missing, 1 tiramisu and 1 mondazi for 1 more bountiful captain's feast. So I'll do all of these. and then we'll make one cold tiramisu. Oh, we need some Major's frothy coffee for that. What about Mondazi? Can we make one of those? We can make one of those. So we'll queue one of these up, and then we'll gather what we need for that with our task list. I think that should work. You need that hat. Yes, definitely. I would very much recommend it. It's so fast for the cooking. You do it in Old Dalaran, the cooking dailies. You need 100 Epicureans awards, and your main city as well. It takes about a month to get it. It took me about 2 months though, in my ever casual nature, certainly. Overstuffed. Is that the so when a pet turns level 25, you get the achievement. So maybe get to 24 and sell them there. Yeah, I don't know actually. I don't know if you have to go all the way through to 25, whether it tracks that or not. Tech score, and then this one time Danish race star came in, and one of your co-workers also a drive rally in his time geeked out, but didn't know who he was. So after he left, the boss came over and told me he's this big time driver who won a bunch of stuff. He's a nice customer because he loves B&O tech gadgets. That's brilliant. That's fantastic. Right, what was I doing? I was making some food. I needed some Major's frothy coffee, so we're going to buy some of that. I can't remember how much I need, so we're just going to guess at 10, because we could always do with a little bit extra. And then I'll go back to our cooking. We're going to make one cold tiramisu, and now we should be able to make one bountiful captain's feast. And then we've got everything we need for our enchanting, so we'll go over to our enchanting and we'll make all of these. There we go. Tommy Mackinnon. Okay. Mackinnon, I remember the name. That does sound Finnish. Definitely start out on a medium pop realm. Yeah, I think medium pops are my favourite. It's the only one I've been on, really. And it seems just like I think there's always a method. There's always an opportunity on any server. But for me, Shadowsong has always been like the right sort of size for my taste, certainly, in terms of like the amount of things I have to do and the amount of sales I can still get in that time. Right, everything's done. So let's post all of this lot on. Let's move this across a little bit. So we're going to go through run and post scan. Took me a little bit longer than I anticipated, as always on these things. 9 o'clock at the moment, so I do want to... There's still quite a few things I want to do. Let's go through and do the mailbox on everyone else. And then I'm thinking I might try and do the raid, the last Ragnaros raid. That sounds like it would be a lot of fun as a healer. I'm going to try it, perhaps. Do I ever share my TSM profile? Certainly, LeBronzy, they are all available on my paste bin. I'll pop that in the chat there. They're split into all the different professions because I have them per character. So you're more than welcome to go through there and pick apart whichever bits you want and just take it from there. Just ring bell. Looking for a Dane. Okay. Always mentioned he spent 100,000 real money on items in the store. Wow. That's loads. Okay, we've done that. We posted all that on. We're done here. So we'll jump off of Samadan. And we'll go straight into Awakening. Now I have 3 minutes left on my Silas buff. So I'm just going to check the mail first, I think. See if we have any sales. Because I don't know where we're at. I did check it earlier this morning. And we're doing quite well. So we had about 70,000, 72,000 on Samadan this weekend so far. So let's see what we do with Alchemy. Let's have a look and see how it compares. Where am I? I thought that was me on the Brutosaur for a minute then. So in terms of sales, we have, wow, we've done very well in Alchemy. 87,000 We must have sold some more Endless Fathoms in that time. It's 87,000 gold in alchemy in one foul swoop. That's very good. So let's do a quick check of the auction house. Whilst we've still got 3 minutes left on my buff, and Unbridled Fury's just sold as well. So 2 minutes left. Can I quickly gather anything whilst I'm here? Okay. Endless Fathoms. Let's see how many I can make. Keep an eye on that buff. Just on the top right there. Excuse me. We'll make the Endless Fathoms first. We'll do that lot. We'll keep an eye on this. Hopefully it'll all craft okay. Dimitri's Draft of Deception I can't do because there's no sand shifter on the auction house at all. Okay, we've got a minute left. Let's go through quickly. See what we can make in the time. Got lots of nice procs here, so that's good. Undertow, Endless Fathoms. Oh, we're running low on Zenithid actually. Okay, we're going to have to buy some Zenithid. Unbridled Fury's going through, 30 seconds left. Okay, we've run out of Zenithid and Sandshifter. Okay, so we're done there. That's all we can make. So let's just post that on. I'll run a cancel scan and do that. So take my auctions and run a cancel scan. So we're actually at 307,000 for Awakening for alchemy. Now we did spend a lot of money getting alchemy started, so it's really nice to see some money coming back in. Finally, at least. Christensen maybe? I don't know from Hobo, but he is retired. Okay. Would you recommend me to do with all these spare enchantments? Currently have around 800 Umbra and 100 Veiled Crystals, and the crafts are negative profit. I would keep hold of them for the moment because I've got a feeling in 8.3, as people upgrade their gear, there'll be a resurgence in enchanting, hopefully. Oh, I need to do another cancel scan on that just in case that missed. No, we're alright. Some are below min price, but that's okay. We still get sales. Let's take those and take my cancels, take those off. Yeah, I guess so, because F1 drivers do retire fairly early, don't they? You need good reactions. Also, would you suggest the auction house mount as a good investment or as prestige? Oh no, definitely a good investment. It saves you so much time. I mean, look at the fact that here, even though I'm in Ironforge and the auction house is just over there, the fact that I can just be parked right next to the mailbox, open up mail, cancel scan and reload without having to move anywhere. Yes, I could go to somewhere like Booty Bay, but you can do this anywhere there's a mailbox, which makes it really, really handy. Oh, there we go, Tom Christensen. We found our driver. Well done, everyone. I don't know him myself. It doesn't ring any bells. So we're done there, and did we post everything on? I don't think we did. Let's run a post scan. Let's get our alchemy going at least. Can't sell anything if it's not on. That's nice to see that there's a lot that isn't at minimum price there. So we've got a good price there, but we do need to buy some Zenithid. So we're going to have to restock here. What's the price of Zenithid at the moment? It may be too expensive at the moment. 22 gold actually isn't too bad. I know it's 122% of my average buy price, but that is bang on average really. So I'm going to go, we have 20 times 100 at 23 gold 75. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy it all up to that and including that. And then we've got a load here, stacks of 200 at 24 gold. So plenty of Zenithid. I'm happy with that. I'm going to buy... Now, I'd like to have over 1,000 Zenithid, ideally. So that 300,000 is now going to disappear as I buy a load of this. We're at 748. So this is investing into my future alchemy. So just got over 1,000. I'm going to take this up another 1,000 in fact, because this gets used up very quickly. I did have 2,000 and it just disappeared. So we've just spent 50,000 gold. So that's a lot of my profit gone, but we're okay on anchorweed at 154. Let's look at the price of these. Sea stalk, we need a lot of that. I haven't seen that at a good price for a while. So what are we at? 6 gold. Yeah, let's buy the 65, that, and the 125. Winter's Kiss we have enough of. 480 of that. We need some more Riverbud though. Looking at this, I'm going to buy some of that. And that and that. So now we're up to 324 of that. Siren's Pollen's there. I'm going to just buy it 325. Let's buy up a few of those. Anchorweed we should be okay at the moment at 500 odd. And then Star Moss, we've got 257. We could probably do with a bit more of that, so I'll just buy a few of those at that one. You try to have 1,000 Umbra, 200 Veiled, and 1,000 Gloom. Yeah, I think that's a good ballpark to have, certainly. You got it for the looks for the long boy. Dino's always been your favourite animal. Yeah, that is true. I do enjoy a good dinosaur as well. Right, let's collect up all of that. There we go. Always love when you're very short on Veil Crystals and Umbra Shards. You should hurry up on your leather working. Because the cloth's getting more and more expensive. Yes, definitely. The leather working will certainly help out with that. Right, so we've restocked on a load of Zenithid. We have done our daily cooldown. So in terms of restocking, what were we left on? Let me just check my auctions. We got those that have sold, the Unbridled Fury. Our Sand Shifter was the other thing I was going to look out for. No, not my auctions. Under shopping. Wrong tab. Sand Shifter. Oh, there actually is some Sand Shifter on. This has been really hard to get at the moment, but look at the price of it. 63 gold. My mat cost of 27 is unreasonably low though, so I'm going to buy some anyway. So I've got some for my Unbridled Fury, like that. And actually, because Unbridled Fury is probably a good profit margin, I'm going to buy all of that, seeing as Sand Shifter is so hard to get hold of these days. In terms of people aren't going out fishing for it. I can go and fish for it myself, obviously. That's interesting. I haven't actually activated my celebration package. Let's do that. Clear out that. Okay, and so looking at that, so now the Dimitri's draft, we can make that Dimitri's draft profit-wise. Let me just have a look at that. 134 profit. So that's even with my Sand Shifter at the new price. So that's not too bad. 2 hours of farming, skinning, is 2 hours of crafting. In what sense? In terms of gold you can make? Remember seeing complete giraffe titan skeleton in the Natural History Museum in Berlin. Made quite an impression on you. And you're only as tall as the ankle joint. Yeah, I bet that would be amazing to see. I love the Natural History Museum here in London. It's absolutely amazing. The bracer, scrap, green, DD blue, rinse, repeat. Yeah, for the bracer shuffle, definitely. Alright, okay, so we're done that. Or is that for something else that I missed? Oh, do I ever sell crafted armour of white common quality? Not normally Redia armour. Unless there's something particularly that's got a nice transmog value, then it wouldn't. Then I would. Let's have a look. New Evin, good evening to you. I hope you're doing well on this fine evening. So we're just looking at alchemy at the moment. I was going to check to see if I can get a Silas proc. I don't seem to have any auctions on at the moment. That's weird. Oh, that's because I've changed it to Sand Shifter. There we go. I forgot that. That makes more sense. And then that's on. We did the shopping. And then we've got our restock, which is these ones. We could possibly clear this queue and see if there's any more. Yeah, so there's 6 potions of Unbridled Fury and Dimitri's Draft of Deception, but only if we get the Silas proc. So let's just check, see if we get it tonight. And not tonight, continuous curing. So we'll leave that for another time. We'll get back to that. And we'll just check. We have done our daily cooldown, so that's all done. Right, okay, we're done with Awakening. On to the next character. I will go offline at 10, so we haven't got too long if I'm going to try and do this anniversary thing. So we'll jump onto Urfan and El Morte next. I still haven't had a look at Samadan. No, Samadan. He is all set, ready to get started on inscription and jewel crafting. Maybe I'll do a video on that over the... Would people like that, to me to do another video series like I did with alchemy? I'll do the same with jewel crafting and inscription. Now, what am I doing here? Did I check to buy Legion herbs? Not yet, no. More videos, yeah, definitely. More videos. What am I doing here? Oh, I was getting a new trinket or something here, I believe. I was trying to gear up because I'm only at 348 on Urfan. So let's Hearthstone back, check the mailbox, and we'll go from there. But yeah, so will I need to buy Legion herbs? I think I'm going to need some BFA herbs first, won't I? In order to get leveled up on my inscription. So let's see how we're doing on Urfan. We have, we've got some Shimmer Scale sales. I forgot I had those. And we got some Notorious sales as well. So 21,000 for leatherworking. That's pretty good. Takes me just into 300,000 as well for leatherworking. So 310,000 on Urfan. So a very nice profit at the moment. Let's just check our auctions at the moment. We should be all fine because I relisted everything this morning. And I don't think I'm going to have to need to restock on anyone. But let's just double check. Clear the queue. I think I did this morning. Oh, we've got some more Drums of Fury we need to do actually. So let's do those. Let's start with that. We'll do that. Okay, so the votes for more YouTube, definitely. Doing YouTube videos very much as you've been away for 4 to 5 months from WoW, and a great way to catch up again. Oh, that's good to know. Hey, Billy Wolf, how are you? Can I help you out? Certainly. What is it you write in TSM to search for patterns you don't know? Yes, I can show you that. Drums aren't being made at the moment. Hold on. There we go. Whilst I've got that there, let's just move that over there. Oh, I need a Brutus mount to do that. So let's just cancel that for the moment. We'll have a look here. So it is under shopping. I've got it as a favourite. So it's /recipe /usable and then the profession. So you look for /recipe /usable enchanting. Obviously that's a bad example because I'm not an enchanter. I'll put that in the chat. I don't know if that works as a... Does that work? Oh no, it's an unrecognised command again. Okay, the slashes don't work. I'll put it in parentheses. There we go. So it's like that. And then change enchanting for leatherworking or other things like that. And that should work for you. Okay, let's make my drums whilst I'm here. There we go. Oh, thank you, Radiorama. If you want a bit of a guide, roadmap for scribing, you do my one to use in the video if you like. Oh, it was very kind of you, Z. Legion herbs for scribes. Anything below BFA can be got from Legion herbs at Ink Trader, except for WOD, but that's what the garrison gardens are for. Yeah, because you can use that to do specific herbs and things, can't you? So I'm going to focus on BFA to start off with, on inscription, and the same with dual crafting as well. You tried to tell me that a couple of times. Yes, you did. In terms of getting the Legion herbs. Oh, is Legion worth more gold? Oh, okay. Okay, so you say I should focus on Legion Legion inscription first over BFA. Interesting. Is that because of the glyphs mainly? Okay. Now I do have a fair amount of Legion herbs still in my other guild bank. I'll have to go and check them. I know I let my son rifle through it because he's got an inscription character as well. But I'll have a look at what I've got in there. So scribing's good all the way through. Okay. Glyphs are crap, but you get a lot of sales from everywhere in scribing. Okay. Indeed, scribe. Don't make it harder. Right, okay. I keep forgetting to take that command off. Every time I see it pop up, I remind myself that I hadn't taken that one off. But we'll do some new videos, that's for sure. Definitely. Okay. Thank you, Rose. So yeah, so inscription. So am I better off then doing the whole lot as a focus? Because I was going to go, now that I'm 120, I was just going to go full on. Or maybe I should save inscription for another time and do blacksmithing. What with 8.3 and the new PvP coming out, just buy every cheap herb. Okay. Yes, all of it or none of it. Okay, so we'll have a look at inscription in terms of like what I need to do to level up the whole range, and then I'll look into doing a shopping list for all the herbs, obviously with the exception of Draenor, because I can set up my garrison for that. Just buy every herb under a gold. Okay, inscription really does require the whole lot. Just buy everything. Send me an email and write me a guide. Oh, that's very kind of you, Z. In the meantime, just buy anything cheap. Okay, my email, if you go onto my YouTube channel, you can see it there. Or you can DM me on Discord. But if I give you my... On my YouTube link, if you look on my channel there, you can see there is an email. You can contact me on there. Oh, I need some expulsum. Now, can I get some expulsum easily? Could I make, not coarse leather barding, shimmer scale arm guards I could make, but I'm better off making some tide spray, so I'll leave that notorious for now. I'll come back to that another time. I'll just post on my drums for now. Okay, thank you, Z, it's very kind of you. Use about 1,000 wob herbs daily. Wow, okay, that is a lot. Shopping scan, no, we'll go auctioning and run a post scan. So it's going to be interesting to having a look at what actually sells with everything. It sounds like a lot, but it's only like 5 stacks. Yeah, that's not too bad, really. Your guild bank finally has room. Maybe I'll have to do something. Keep in mind, Legion Ink Trader gives you access to all expansion inks, not the cheapest way, but it does mean once you get things leveled up, you don't need to go back and farm constantly. Okay, thank you, Commander Bond. That's useful to know. This is all really good information for me to bear in mind. Can't get enough supply of herbs, and you're on Kazakh, so scribing eats them like mad. Right, that's something to bear in mind. That's why you have to buy. Anything under a gold, I'll keep an eye out for that. Right, okay, we're done. We've done that, haven't we? We've posted those on. Just double check that I did post those on. Yes, we did. Right, we're done with leatherworking for now. So we'll jump off of here. We'll go check El Morte and his living steel and other panther gems. I believe he did have some living steel sales earlier that I haven't picked up, so I'll have a look at that once. You make 200 inks of everything and then fill up with Legion. Do glyphs sell moderately well? I've been wondering about that recently. The Legion herbs are dried up, yeah, because no one really does them now. I'm finding that same with Shalderai silk. It's quite frustrating. Right, let's have a look. Yeah, so nothing further on our living steel, but still 30,000 on living steel. That's very nice. 24 sold, so we'll take those. I've already got some on. I reposted those earlier today, so I'll stick with that. We've already set him up and already done my daily cooldown on him. So we're currently looking at 109,000 on El Morte. So for a level 86 Night Elf Death Knight, he's not doing too badly. Right, okay, so with our last bit of time, I was going to try, and the emphasis is on the word try, the Ragnaros raid to get myself the Deathwing mount. But you need like 90 inks for some. Wow, that's loads. Okay. You don't sell a ton of glyphs a day, but you do sell glyphs every day, usually in the 1,000 to 5,000 range. Okay, not bad for something that just comes through. Off to the pub for a nightcap or 6. No worries, Z. Thank you ever so much for stopping by. Have a great evening. Right, so we need to go visit Chromie, which is down here. Go into Stormwind, and then we'll use the portal, and we can jump in there. Okay. Technically, not called inks. Just have one of each. Okay. And which direction do you want to go? This way. Oops, wrong button. There we go. That's not a good start. Let's run through this. We'll head on into the Caverns of Time. Every 12 hours relisting 142 items. Okay, that's quite a lot. Now, in terms of mechanics, I'm not sure that there's anything. I remember looking up on something for this last raid, and I don't recall there's anything too scary mechanics-wise. It's just that the Ragnaros one can sometimes bug out, so that could potentially be my downfall as a healer. And the other thing's going to be positioning, really, I guess. I'm guessing everyone else has done this for their Deathwing mount, and they've already got them. So I'm probably behind the curve on this. But it'll be interesting to see, nonetheless. Nope, not even started it. Oh, okay, Mushy. Well, let's give it a go, see how we get on. So we want to queue up for the Cataclysm one. Is what I want, because I've done all the other ones. I think I went in as a healer, yeah. Timing queue less than a minute. That shouldn't be too bad. Because Fire and Forget once a day with so much competition, won't sell much if you don't do it a couple of times a day. I prefer the Fire and Forget method if I can for most of my stuff. Sometimes I do it with enchants, but other than that, no. Okay, so I guess we'll just wait, because it won't take too long to get into the raid for this. It said the queue time was less than a minute. We'll see how it goes. I have got my Voodoo half set up for healing. It's not fully set up as I'd like. I'm still getting used to healing as a holy, as I've been disciplined for the most of BFA. So this is all very much still new for me. I did read up one of Automatic Jack's guides, which was quite useful. And I've got a few things on my list of spells I can cast, like Prayer of Mending, Flash Heal, and renew, even though renew isn't supposed to be used too much, and then shift for my mass ones. I won't press them yet because they're quite big ones, like Divine Hymn. That was a big one. That's got a 3-minute cooldown, so hopefully I won't need that in the next 3 minutes. Honestly, it's surprised you can mass produce bags like you do and have them all sold in 1 to 2 days, but I think Elijah Race has been very good for a specific niche. Yeah, I think bags will always be a good seller. People are always making alts, and the good thing about them is that because they are soulbound, that's it. So another character needs more bag slots and more bank slots. Yeah, you mentioned about netherweave bags. Again, I haven't made any more of them at this point simply because I really don't like the long crafting costs, but crafting times rather. But maybe it's something that we can do soon. Okay, how are we doing? 2 minutes in the queue. It's not actually giving me an estimate on this one. That's interesting. We've got 3 of 5 and 1 tank, and we've got all the DPS, so we're 4 or 5 on there, so we're filling up. Not too bad. Jack and Ale, good evening to you. All fine, very fine indeed, thank you very much. We're just about to try the last of the 3 raids as a holy priest. I'm going to hope I'm doing alright. Because you got a lot of netherweave looted already, so that does make sense actually. They are cheap, so you will have to do large volumes of them certainly. Mortical, thank you very much for the follow. Right, here we go. Let's try Memories of Azeroth Cataclysm. Fingers crossed, we're going to be okay. Apologies if I don't read chat whilst I'm doing this, because I may have to concentrate a little bit as I run around and try not to die. Estimate queue time forever. Didn't take too long actually, about 3 minutes at the moment. Got to sell a lot to make what you do from 1 hexweave bag. Or to do it whilst showering, yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, something whilst you've got the computer accessible to you. Right, I've got no idea what I'm going to do, so this is going to be fun. Craft bag sales, reading the paper, eat, vacuum, yeah, something like that. Okay. Right, buffs. Let's start with a buff for everyone. That will be good. I'll let someone else click on the things. We need our chef's hat on. We mustn't forget that. Now everyone's there. Okay, definitely agreed to be additional players. And that's going in. So we'll watch this. We'll move this over here. So that's out of the way. Okay, wish me luck. We're going in. So Cho'Gall. Okay, oh yes, there's one of the things we've got to jump on the pillar for Deathwing, isn't it? Okay. There we go. Lulling to sleep, so soothing. Let's see how we go. Right, well, what are we doing here? Let's move out the way. And let's give you a Prayer of Mending and a Renew and a Flash Heal. Stay out the way. Let's move out of the way of that. Seeing as I'm getting extra aggro there. And then heal the tanks. Heal everyone else up. Bit of a renew. Flash heal on the tank. You're taking a lot of damage. Prayer of Mending if I can. Stay out of the way of things. A few renews on a few people. And then I've got a few bits and pieces I can do. I'll keep an eye on everyone else as well. I can probably decursive on people. Okay, this is looking a little worrying. Let's get everyone healed up a little bit better. Divine Hymn them all. And then the healer needs a bit of a Prayer of Mending. And a renew, perhaps. A renew on myself, actually. How's the tanks doing? The tank's taking a bit of a beating there. Flash heal on you. Let's stay out of the way of this. Oh, this looks bad. Let's do a big heal, if I can. I need to decurse myself of something. And then the tank needs a prayer of mending. Focus on you. Flash heal on you and you. Oh, everyone's taking a lot of damage here. Lastly, tank, keep it alive if we can. Oh, we're running low on people here. Healer's going down. Flash heal on myself. Keep flash heals on you. Whew, that was close. Oh dear. That was very close. Okay, Nefarian. Now we go onto a pillar and we have to go straight up on the pillar straight away. Is the thing to remember here. Okay. Right, next thing we need to do. Okay, in to the nearest pillar, I believe. And then all the lava. And then we'll heal people up. Give everyone a heal. There we go, everyone's healed up a little bit better. Just focus on these. I'll try and get everyone topped up a little bit. Tank seems to be doing alright. Prayer of mending's fine on you. Get you buffed up. And then you're all doing okay. Okay, we're not doing too badly here. Just focus on my people, and then we're pretty much done once we've got these. Oh, that was a bit of a damaging one. Let's do something a bit bigger here. Divine Hymn, that might help. Prayer amending on you, renew on myself. It seems to be alright, just keeping everyone topped up. I'm not going to worry too much about damage at the moment. I could do a smite or two whilst I'm here, as everyone else seems to be okay. Oh, that hurt though. Prayer of mending. Oh, there we go. That was quick. Whew, okay. Ragnar will be painful due to raid movement. Now this is going to be the hard bit. Yeah, having to move around is bad. So stack left, then stack right, then run to the other. Stack left side, move to the right side when the balls spawn. Okay, so I'm going to have to follow everyone else because I've never done this one before. Don't let ads reach hammer. Okay, so this is the tricky one. Right, I'm going to just follow everyone else. So we're all over left. Okay, prayer amending on you. I'm just going to keep renew up on people as well. And flash heal. Okay, that's stack right. Ow, that looks like that hurts. Do that. Renew on you. Okay. Oh, that's a lot of ads. How did that happen? Now where do we go? Oh, I'm in the wrong side. I'm out of the range bit. I think I moved into the wrong area. Let's see if I can just help out from here. Let's go back inside. That was scary. Okay, let's get that going. Oh, ow, that hurt. The tank's down, that's bad. And renew on you. I'm going to follow everyone else over. Which side's the tank on? We're not split into different areas here. Flash heal on you. Avoid all of those things, there's lots of stuff going on there. So I'll just follow everyone else. Ow, that hurt. Prayer of healing, if we can. Prayer of healing again. Prayer of healing on everything. Just try and use up some of this and keep people alive if I can. Oh, that healer's going down. We've got no tanks. Okay, this is bad. Where is everyone? I'm going to move out the way of that. Renew on myself just in case. I've got something near me, so I'm going to move out of the way of that. There's a hammer on the floor, so let's avoid that. I think a lot of people are dead, which doesn't help. Myself included in a moment. There we go, and see what we can do here. Prayer of Mending. Halo. I think we're all dead now. Okay, that was interesting. What did we miss? We lost the tanks. Okay, so killing the abs before they reached the hammer was the main problem there. Why am I dead? Have I bugged out here somewhere? What's happened here? Why am I the only person here? Have I missed something? Because of the reset. Okay. Oh, it was because I was a guardian spirit, perhaps. Oh, it's straight back to Chokal. That's weird. What happened there? Did I get kicked out of the group, perhaps? Okay, got to do it again. Okay, that's fine. We can do that. It's all good practice. See if I can get better at doing this. We've done that. Do that. Okay. Do that. Move out of the way there. The tank's over that side, so I'll try and help out over that side if I can. Yeah. The wiped resets, so I have to do it all over again. Oh really? Okay, that's bad. Something's on me there. Face away from allies. Okay. That's a bad thing. Flash heal myself. And do that. You're about to cast Corruption Sickness. Face away from allies. Okay, I'm doing my best. Heal myself, heal them. I don't know if I can get out of this. This is strange. I think I'm just dying. I can't heal myself. So that doesn't help. Okay. This looks like a terrible thing at the moment. And again, I'm in a room all by myself. This is very strange. Okay. They wiped and reset, so you have to do it all over again. You are the new Ragnaros. What else did I miss there? We wiped so much doing this one. Good times. This is when I get the Ragnar mount. But why do I keep going off? Okay, right, we're here. We can do this one. Let's get up. I'm stuck. There we are. Phew. Let's get everyone up. Halo, and that's done. Renews. Prayer of Mending will work on you. Set everyone alive, including myself. And the healer. This one seems a reasonable one. This is just concentrated on keeping everyone alive, which I'm quite happy with. I can do this. Flash heal on myself. Flash heal on the priest. And on you. And then everyone off. And we're done. Okay. There we go. The Lich King, I was okay. We did that first time. Okay. So here we go for the next one. Right. Let's try this again. Okay. Here we go. See how we get on. All my armour needs some repairing, if possible. I can't go on a mount to repair, unfortunately. That's something to remember. Stack left, move right when balls spawn. Okay, stack left, move right. Stack left. Try and keep the tank alive if I can. And everyone else, okay. Prayer of Mending, there we go. So now do we move out of that? Because that hurts, whatever that is. And then I need to do a halo or something. Something to heal everyone. Prayer of healing. Mass heals on everyone. Something on the tank. Renews on people. And then watch out for people. Right, they're moving off. That healers need some help. Flash heal on you. So we lost a lot of people then. And the tank over there needs help. Let's move over here. Flash heal on you. Prayer of mending. Okay, that hurt. I died in one foul swoop and I didn't even spot that one. Okay, that's a bad one. Okay, not so good that one. Wiped around 5 to 6 times Hagen and 4 times on the Lich King himself. Yeah, that was a bad wipe, unfortunately. Although there's 4 people over there. Okay. Okay. Can I just repair whilst I'm here? Repair. There we go. So do we have to do the whole lot again? This is going to be interesting. Okay, thank you Mashi for stopping by. Move 10 steps and I can mount. Okay, that's good. That's useful. You wiped around 5 to 6 times. Okay. Thank you all. Apologies I haven't been reading the chat that much whilst I've been doing this. This has taken a fair amount of concentration. So let's try this one again. We didn't do too well on this last time. I wonder what I need to do to make sure that I'm okay. Prayer of mending, flash heal, and let's do a halo. That's always nice. I'm missing a spell though. I'm missing a few spells to be honest. That tank's taking a lot of damage. Let's get the flash heals going. Let's move out of the way of that. Prayer of mending on you. And a renew. And a renew on you. Let's move out of the way of that. Lots of stuff on the ground. Try and avoid that if I can. Oh, now a lot of people take damage, so flash heals on you, prayer of mending, and a renew keeps you topped up. Renew on myself. I like using Renew. They do say not to use it as a Holy Priest, but I really like it as a core spell. I'm taking a lot of damage here. Oh, that's going to hurt me a lot. Let's just spam Flash Heal for the moment. Right, what can we do in terms of Prayer of Healing? Flash Heal. Nope, the tank's dead. That's not good. Face away from allies. Okay. That's not going to work. I think we're going to wipe on this one, unless we can get some people a little bit better off, including myself. Nope, looks like I'm going to die on this one. Okay, did we wipe? Okay. Pickup groups makes this difficult. Okay. Thank you very much, Kingslayer. You're off. Okay, thank you, Speckett. Thanks ever so much for stopping by. Right, we seem to be stuck again, so we'll wait until we come through. Okay. This is going to be interesting. We'll give it another couple of attempts, and if we don't do it in the next 10 minutes. Apparently, in the third fight, don't run back to the left side too early or it will hurt. Okay, thank you, Alizara. That's useful information. We're going to try this again, assuming I will get in there. It's kind of fun that I'm on my own in here, though. I'll just stand here and wait for it to come through. From what you read of the mad people, rude mad people in chat, yeah, try not to read chat too much. Some of the language isn't safe for viewing. Almost farmed 200 wolf boxes doing this. Wolf boxes doing during the mount. Ah, okay. Why do I not keep going and joining everyone else? Is it because of my guardian spirit and I'm bugged out or something? I'm just waiting, really, for it to zone me back in. It seems a bit lonely being here on my own. Can I click the find a minimap icon to teleport out? Oh, that might work, actually, yeah. Let's try that. Teleport out of dungeon. Good point. I cannot teleport out whilst in combat. Okay. So that doesn't work. Oh, there we go. Right. Prayer of Mending. Renew. So this one should be pure just DPS more than anything else. The tank should be able to last. Keep people topped up. Stay out the way of everything else. That would seem like a reasonable thing to do. And we should survive this one. Is my thinking, at least. I can decurse people if I need to. Let's move out of the way. Don't want to be in the middle of that stuff that's going on. There's lots of ads though, so dealing with the ads would be fortuitous, I guess, if we can. Keep everyone topped up. Prayer of healing. Don't forget that I can do my Alt left click. Helps the tank as well. I'll stand in this because we can get some extra healing off of that. Okay. Now this is where we seem to take a lot of damage all at once, which is a bad thing, obviously. We lose our healer, we lose our tank, and we lose... So face away from allies. I want to go that way. And that should work. So this is where it all goes wrong, and we all die. Okay. Raid chat is normal. Yeah. I'll move it down here so it's not going to cause any issues with terms of service. There we go. I expect everyone to be experienced. Yeah. I don't tend to look at it other than tactics than anything else. So looks like me and the healer are here together now. At least I'm not alone this time. Yeah, I haven't. I like to do some more LFRs. Oh, here we are. Quick. There we go. That was easy. That healer just died, unfortunately. At least we have another healer with us, which is useful. DPS and a tank. There we go. So we can keep everyone else topped up. I usually do a little bit of damage whilst I'm here. Might as well get some smites going. And then we need to wait for everyone else to do their thing. Do that, heal on myself. Yeah, and that one's done. Okay, so that one's easy. Okay. So you expect people to have read up on raid tactics. Now this is the next part. Okay, see if we can get this. This will be my last attempt at it, and if we don't get it this time, we'll come back to this another time, I would say. There we go. Good thing not everyone would have read up on it. Good luck on the third one, thank you. Right, okay, here we go. Let's try this again. So, move over to the left. Join in with everyone. Now the tank seems to take a lot of damage, so I'm going to focus on them. Keep renew up on me and the healers, just as a precaution. Right. Now do we move over? I think we should. Renew on everyone as I go. And then we'll move over to the right. We'll stand in here and then we'll do a mass heal. Divine him as people come over. Keep everyone up. Keep the tank. Oh, the healer died unfortunately. So that's one healer down. I'm going to stand in the healing here so I can at least keep everyone and myself. Oh, that hurt. So I'll come back here. Now I need to move out of that area. Now am I moving over too quickly here? I'll just follow everyone else. Keep the tank alive. That's the important thing. If I need to, pray of healing and that. Let's stay in the middle here for now. Oh, that hurt. That was a big one. Let's move out of that. Have I got any good area of heal buff? Oh, that was a big... See, that was the problem. There was a big die. And was I in the wrong position? I seem to be in the wrong position then. That was a big, massive one. Ouch. Okay. Okay. I'll not carry on with that one. I think I'm going to cancel out of this one. But that was interesting. It's going to be an interesting tactic to try and get that last one. I'm going to leave the instance group. But that was a tricky one. Okay, no success that time, unfortunately, but it was interesting nonetheless. I'll have to give that another go another time and see if I can get the mount. But it was interesting to watch everyone play, certainly, and I learned a little bit more on healing as Samadan. Now I need to do a little bit more on my holy healing configuration because I don't think that's quite right. I'll have another look at that, but I think I've probably used up all my time for now, for tonight, so I'll probably finish it up there. I want to say big, massive thank you to everyone who's hung out tonight. Really, really appreciated your company. Thank you very much, everyone. Let me just... I haven't got my Twitch up. Let me just pop that up so I can see who's on next. Just wait for this to pop up. I'll move this across the other side. There we go. And then I can see if I can throw a host on. Happy I did, because you probably won't do it yourself. That's fair enough. Is anyone on that we can throw a host on over to? We have the lovely Sea Thrift is on. We'll send a host over to her. I haven't thrown her a host in a little while, so I'll let that run through. So Sea Thrift is doing Alterac Valley at the moment, levelling up. Maybe she's going to do all the things and some gold making later on. Thank you all for hanging out tonight. /host. Get that set up. Sea Thrift. There we go. Your boy LLD, thank you very much for the follow. We are literally just about to pass it on to Sea Thrift, but thank you ever so much. Have a lovely week, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week with gold making. I'm going to throw the host over to Sea Thrift, and hopefully it will work. And I'll start my journey with inscription and jewel crafting, and I'll start making a video on it as I do it, so we can follow along with that progress, and see if I can get that Deathwing mount hopefully this week as well. And depends on how much time I have this week. So until next time, happy gold making, and for myself and Oreo in the corner as a cushion, we'll say good night to you, and hope to see you very soon.